Hi guys, welcome back to the Shannon Show. Hello if you're new. So today's video is going to be Cinderella 2021 in a nutshell. I hope everybody is doing as well as can be, and I really do hope everybody is being as proactive as possible in supporting the Black Lives Matter movement. And if you're still on the lookout for some resources, I've linked some in the description. Feel free to comment down below your thoughts on my commentary. I'm always up for a chat, I'm always up for a debate. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you didn't, give it a dislike, no hard feelings. And if you really like this video, consider subscribing and helping your girl out. So let's jump right into it. The movie starts off with Vivian, a single mother of 2 daughters, after the death of her second husband. Her daughters are called Malvovia and Nerissa. You don't have to remember their names because you'll forget about them by the end of the movie. And then of course her stepdaughter Ella, other known as Cinderella to her evil stepfamily. The star of this movie is smart and ambitious, but like the Cinderellas before her, she is mistreated and discouraged by her stepfamily.
Hey, maid. I see you got on your May outfit like you always do. I don't blame you. You got it clean.
Vivian is ready for her daughters to marry ASAP.
When will you marry? When will you marry? Will it be this year or next year? Will you be single forever?
Cue the prince. The prince, first in line to the throne, is an unserious candidate who's being pressured into marriage. But he just wants to live his best life and doesn't want to settle down yet.
Because I'm still a baby boy and I'm enjoying my life.
The king isn't trying to hear that, so he proposes a ball to help his son find a wife.
Go into the chapel and live.
After a chance encounter with Ella in her peasant wear, he agrees to the wife hunt, but only if classes of all women are allowed to attend the ball.
I gotta find her.
Before the ball, he wears a disguise. Really and truly, I don't understand how he wasn't caught because he looks exactly the same, but anyway. He wears this disguise to seek out Ella to personally invite her to the ball. Coincidentally, Ella sneaks out her house at the same time to try and sell one of her handmade dresses, but struggles
God, it's brutal out here.
until the undercover prince saves the day and pays triple for the dress.
You got money. He got money.
When Ella finds out about the ball, she's not interested, but
I know, I'm not like other girls. I'm not. I'm like different.
the undercover prince convinces her to go and tells her it will be a great networking opportunity for her designer dress business. Cue the dilemma. On the day of the ball, Vivian says Ella can't go because she's to be married off to some creepy old guy.
Why was y'all being rude? Because that right there made him cry all motherfucking night.
Cue the fairy godmother. Or should I say, mother.
You better work, bitch.
The fairy godmother enters to save the night and sends her to the ball in one of her dress designs, paired with the classic glass slippers.
Homeboy's gonna get it.
He also adds in a stipulation that no one will be able to recognize her but the prince.
You can't see me. My time is now.
Ella networks at the ball and secures a meeting with a potential client. Also at the ball, Ella discovers the prince's true identity.
Rich nigga. Oh, I'm curious. He got a big figure. Bitch, you serious?
He showcases her dress on his sister. They dance together and stroll around the palace.
Ooh, this is nice.
They have a heart-to-heart about the pressures of him being the future king. And then he proposes to her. Ella doesn't want to give up her ambitions of being a successful dress designer, so declines. They almost kiss, but the clock strikes 12 and she's gotta go. She makes her escape and leaves her shoe behind. The king is livid the ball was unsuccessful and tells the prince he will marry at the end of the week, whether he likes it or not.
My way or the highway.
Vivian finds out about Ella and the prince and tells her to marry the prince to help the family out.
Bill collectors at my door.
When Ella refuses, she says it's him or the creepy old guy. Ella reluctantly decides on the creepy old guy.
I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
After the queen and king have a heart-to-heart, the king encourages the prince to go after his true love of 2 days, Ella, and win her back. When it sinks in that marrying this old creepy guy is the ghetto, Ella runs away and decides to chase the bag and meet her client.
You think Harriet Tubman was walking around with a fucking nice shiny fucking dress on with a fucking crown on her head when she was taking slaves to freedom?
On the way, coincidentally, she runs into the prince.
There is no such thing as a coincidence.
The prince says he couldn't care less about the king shit and he just wants them to be together. And Ella accepts.
He's got something special. He's got something special.
The prince then takes Ella to her meeting and she gets the job.
Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up.
The film ends with the prince agreeing to follow Ella on her dress designer endeavors around the world. The misogynistic king miraculously changes centuries of tradition and allows his feminist daughter to become his heir despite his son still being alive and well.
When the revolution comes, where will you hide?
Under my bed.
And Ella and her stepmother, who tried to force her off to some creepy old guy, reconcile through song and dance.
Now put that bitch.
And that's Cinderella 2021 in a nutshell. In terms of my personal thoughts, I personally don't think that this film did what needed to be done. And I was left very underwhelmed. I don't think this will be a rememberable film in any sense. It absolutely stank of girl boss feminism. The soundtrack wasn't even original. There was no chemistry. Most of the performances were stiff. In my opinion, the only highlight of this film was Billy Porter. I don't think the film was bad, but in my opinion, the film was average. I personally wouldn't watch it again. I feel like it's a good selection for sleepovers. That's the category it falls in my opinion. Overall, it probably is going to be a mixed bag. I feel like some people are going to like it, some people are not, and some people are just going to feel like it's okay. I fall into the okay category. But I'd be interested to hear from you guys. If you haven't watched a movie yet, is this something you're thinking about tuning into? And if you have watched a movie, what did you think of it? What side of the scale do you fall on? Do you feel like it was good, bad, in the middle? Let me know. Of course, let me know what you thought of my commentary. Subscribe if you haven't, and if you have, don't forget to put my notification bell on so you know when my next video is dropping. I'm also trying to get to 3.8k subscribers. That's my next short-term goal, and I'd appreciate if you help me reach that. And thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my channel so far. Till next time, guys. Bye.